Alright, so I woke up this morning to news. Actually, this wasn't this morning. I think I got this alert on my phone a little bit in the afternoon or something. And it was news that the Celtics meeting that Brad Stevens held last night was not only to, settle things down, it was also to implement Gordon Hayward into the offense. So obviously, the first thing that tells me is that he's gonna be back, and whether I pray to Lord it's Game Three. I'm thinking it's going to be game three. I'm thinking it's to the point where, listen, we're down 2-0, dude. You just got to get out there. And I think he's going to play. So now the biggest question with the Celtics is Gordon Hayward going to help this team? In what ways will he help this team? So just starting. Gordon Hayward averages, what is it, like 18 points a night, whatever it is. He had several games in the regular season where he just, had games where he'd shoot like 9 of 11, 8 of 10. He's a very efficient shooter. Um, he's a very good mid range shooter. And this is kind of insane that everyone's kind of forgot about it so far. Everyone's kind of forgot about Gordon Hayward. The Celtics didn't have him, but this is kind of like perfect timing for him to come back because Gordon Hayward, what he is in reality, he's not the best 3 point shooter. Tell you one thing though, he is the best mid range shooter. Alright, he's maybe not the best, but Gordon Hayward is legitimately one of the best mid range shooters I've ever seen. The guy is an insane mid range shooter. So, what does this mean for the Celtics? The Celtics are going against a zone that's given them a lot of trouble. I'm thinking if you have someone like Gordon Hayward, who's another guy that can really hit mid range, it's going to help it because you can have him cutting off ball, you can have him running the pick and roll. You can have him standing at the free throw line. That's something else I think the Celtics need to do a lot more of. Why the hell isn't Tatum just standing at the free throw line? And if he does get doubled at the free throw line, it's probably a lot easier to kick it out to a cut or something when you're there. Have two people cut. Figure it out. You know what I mean? They need to figure something like that out. And I think Gordon Hayward, added to the mix, is going to allow them to kind of figure it out a little bit more. On Tatum at the free throw line, that is something I don't know. I play basketball, and I play 2K a lot. I'm pretty damn good at 2K, and I know 2K is obviously not the NBA, but anytime in real life I went up against the zone, or in 2K I go against the zone, there's always someone that needs to stand at the free throw line because there's always a hole in the free throw line. And then once you get the ball to the person at the free throw line, you clear up. It's either someone has to come to you because it's going to be a wide open mid range. So whether it's the guy in the middle, or whether it's the guys on the sides, or whether they say it was Tatum, say they double Tatum from the side, it's going to open something up. The Celtics haven't made any attempts to put someone at the free throw line. And I thought this was just elementary school, like elementary type shit. Like, someone needs to be at the free throw line, and they haven't put anyone there. And I guess it's Brad Stevens to blame. Like I said in my last podcast, or my last segment, or whatever you want to call this shit, Brad Stevens needs to be putting someone at the free throw line. That is how you're gonna open shit up. I understand we'd run a pick and roll offense, and we try to get matchups, and then we try to kick to shooters or whatever. We're going against the zone defense. This shit's clearly not working. How about we put someone at the free throw line? You can't tell me if you put Tatum at the free throw line and Kemba just pass the ball to Tatum at the free throw line, it's gonna take some attention away from everything else. It's gonna have to be at least one, maybe two guys that are coming to him. And Tatum's a great passer. Tatum, if he's in the position at the free throw line, he's gonna have so many more passing opportunities versus if he was way up top. You know what I mean? You could have someone cutting, someone go to the other corner. So many opportunities that I think they'd be able to get out of the free throw line. And then on top of that, someone else like Gordon Hayward would be able to go there and do it very similar. I mean, Hayward is a very good passer. He's a very good mid-range shooter. So Hayward would work perfectly in that spot too. And honestly, that might be what we see tomorrow night. Is Hayward in that spot at the free throw line. I'm praying to the Lord it happens tomorrow night, like I said. But wish the guy the best. Um, I think he'll make a big difference with the Celtics. I think this is going to be weird to say. I think the Celtics' best lineup is going to prove to be um, Marcus Smart at the 1, Jalen at the 2, Hayward at the 3, Tatum at the 4, Tice at the 5. And I know Kemba's making $30 million a year. I know he's an all-star starter. It's just a tough spot for him in this series, man. And they're double teaming him, and it's just he can't catch a rhythm. And they're bullying him on defense. I think the biggest adjustment, and one that they're probably not going to make. I don't think Brad Stevens will make this. I don't think they're going to do it. And this could be completely bogus. I think the Celtics would be better off starting Smart, Jalen, Hayward, Tatum, and Tice, and bringing Kemba off the bench to go against their bench. Um, it's tough to say it, dude, because I'm a huge Kemba Walker fan, dude. Don't get me wrong. Kemba Walker is the greatest thing to happen to the Celtics in fucking a while, man. After the shit they went through with Kyrie, Kemba's just a breath of fresh air. And that's the thing, dude. Kemba's the type of guy where it's like he'd accept it, you know? Um, I just think they need a real change of pace. And I think Gordon Hayward's definitely going to help them with that. Um, I hope they're going to come out strong, man. I hope Jalen's coming out strong. I hope Smart's coming out strong. After what happened with the altercation and stuff, I think they're going to come out really strong. I really do hope so.